Now I'm going to introduce our speaker, Gilberto Montebeller, who is professor of management science at Loughborough University.
So I think we are ready to go. The plan is to have quickly just revised the ideas behind this bias that matter, and then jump into a kind of roundtable where attendees, you guys can send us questions, and Jeff and I will discuss how we can improve the quality of our decision analysis when we are confronted with these biases. So just to remind ourselves, the idea here is that every decision-making process has these four major components: problem framing, preferences and priorities, uncertainties, and decision alternatives. And these four components are informed or have an input, both content knowledge, but also judgments. And it's really this nature of the judgments that we are interested here, and how we can make sure that we have high quality judgments feeding into the four components of decision making, and also feeding into four components that we use in decision analysis. So we have better decision makings and hopefully better decision outcomes. And if we look at the history of decision analysis, this concern about the psychology of it has been going on since the beginning. But what we have now is the two fields have basically developed themselves, with behavioral decision making becoming a large field. And indeed, I would say that there's nowadays a bias safari where psychologists are trying to discover new biases and make a career out of it. And this creates a challenge for decision analysts, because if you look at this diagram, which probably you cannot read it, or I'm sure you cannot read it, each one of these lines here is one bias, and which has been discovered and proved in behavioral labs. The question here is, if we have so many biases, which ones we are interested or are relevant for decision analysis?